Hi guys and welcome. We have something different for this video. In this two-part series we take a bit of a look behind the scenes of one of Australia's premier caravan and lifestyle programs. In doing so we meet some fantastic personalities, visit some amazing locations and we participate in some pretty fun stuff as well whilst working. We hope you enjoy and thanks for watching. When we left you last episode, we were leaving Rainbow Beach, headed for Lake Cootharaba, and after a pleasant little drive, we were soon at our camp.
We've just driven into the Noosa Everglades, haven't we, John?
We have. It's one of these places we've looked at a couple of times. Big kangaroo over there, scratching his belly. That we looked at a couple of times and we haven't sort of got the opportunity to come up here. But yeah, this is pretty cool.
Bloody nearly level. So now how far forward do you want to be? How far back?
I'm not going back. We got ourselves organised and set up, then headed down to see if we could help the others. I must say, they were in idyllic locations right on the inland beach with stunning views across the lake. From the white sandy beaches from the coast to the inland Everglades, the Cootharaba coast has it all. What a stunning morning. Lake Cootharaba is on the Noosa River within the locality of Noosa North Shore and is Queensland's biggest natural saltwater lake. The lake is approximately 10 kilometres long and 5 kilometres wide at an average depth of 1.5 metres. The lake is close to the Pacific Ocean but does not drain directly into it. Instead, the Noosa River enters from the north via the Everglades wetlands and exits at the south via a navigable channel to meet the sea at Noosa Heads, some 12 kilometres to the southeast. The lake is surrounded by the southern section of the Great Sandy National Park to the north, east and south, with farming land to the west. It is also the gateway to the Everglades, which is a popular tourist attraction for Noosa, being only 20 kilometres away. The retreat is used extensively by school groups that come and spend a few days full of adventure and team building exercises. Around 1869, a sawmill began operating at Alandra Point, a few kilometres east of the lake, and a company town developed around it. Today, the Mill Point settlement site is heritage listed. But for us, it was a cruisy boat ride across the lake to the entrance of the upper Noosa River. The ground list. I thought I saw one further back there, stingrays.
Around the corner on the left we come out into a lake, Big Tree Lake. Got some nice lily flowers on the left that you might get a footage of as we come through. Years back, and then it caught fire. Rare for a wetlands environment, but yeah, the rest of Australia was in the same predicament. Remember all those bushfires we had? So you can see the blackened trunks of trees. The whole area was burned out. You know, you could see through a heap of miles. They come back with the banksia, the brown conical flowers. Named after Joseph Banks. Self-indulgent name that one, wasn't it, Banksia? Yeah, so it's a hard part to navigate here. There's a lot of logs under the water, or these melaleuca trees. They lean over towards the sun, and during this year we've had so much rain, the embankments have become soft and they're starting to lose their grip and fall in, which provides good shelter for some of the fish. We don't have a lot of fish upriver here. Crocodiles here, we've got logodiles. Logodiles? Crocodile, but they're log. They've been able to attack the boat, they've been up a few of our propeller boats over time.
What do you think, John?
This is pretty cool. So peaceful. So peaceful, so peaceful. And he's right, when he talked about the logs falling in the river, this is the floods. They lean towards the melaleuca trees, lean towards the sun. And now the banks have been washed away a bit, they've started to fall in the river, make it a little difficult to negotiate. We meandered our way through this majestic waterway. Honestly, we could have been anywhere in the world at this point. The timber lined the edges of the river, and later on we were escorted by a single bird that would just stay that little bit in front of the boat. Eventually we ended up at Harry's Hut. What started as forest workers' quarters became a holiday resort. Built in 1957 to meet the needs of the timber industry, Harry's Hut has enjoyed a colourful history of workers' hardships and playful recreation. Well, we've got some canoeing to do, but before that, let's have a look at the history that surrounds the hut. It was originally built by a couple of timber cutters in their spare time. It was home for workers who were required to stay on site permanently. It also provided comfortable accommodation for other timber cutters moving through the area. During the logging boom of the 1950s, saw logs were transported by truck south along the river. From the landing opposite the hut, logs were winched across the river by crane. A sling was then wrapped around the log, lifting it from the water to the Tewantin sawmill. So why is it called Harry's Hut? A local pharmacist, Harry Sprigg, regularly ventured to the hut with friends. During the logging operations, they often pitched a tent nearby and fished for bass. Harry went on to purchase the hut from the Tewantin sawmill when the crane operations ceased in the early 1960s, and obtained a lease from the Forestry Department for 1 acre of land that surrounded the structure. Apart from the cruise, other activities can be undertaken, canoeing being one of them, so Liz and I volunteered. While after negotiating the entry like a couple of giraffes on ice, we got up close and personal with the river, spending some time exploring further afield.
I'm rolling on this just in case disaster strikes.
Hey, Si, Tom's got these guys. If you want to put the guys in the water.
Alright.
Oh,
Shit.
are you in?
Yeah. Shit.
Shit,
Shit.
trying to tip me out.
No. I'm trying to sit my ass down.
Right, just go back a little bit more. Try and stand right in the middle of the canoe. Okay,
You'll do, mate.
upside down now.
Yeah, that's it.
We done?
Now you're ready to go.
Finally got in after a little bit of manoeuvring. I'm not so sure it's going to be so pretty getting out either.
Just don't tip me over when you get out.
Get out first.
Oh, I
So
get
you
out
don't-
first?
You don't know, I'll get out first so you don't tip me over.
Oh, okay. The water's a bit cold,
Straight into the
so
steps. Backwards on the first one. Well, it wasn't long and the shout went out that we needed to head for shore. Well, the exit was as traumatic as the entry, but we managed to exit without any embarrassing water entries. Don't, Liz, just let it
yeah,
stay in the middle of the thing. Grab these things first.
Look guys, it's an easy exit.
Yeah, we
yeah,
saw
we
that.
saw that.
They both just try to get out in front if you can.
I can hold the boat. So that's
Stand up in the middle. You stabilise, Liz?
Yeah. You out?
No, just stick it in there. hang on.
Okay. Don't take my thumbs off it.
I have exited the building.
One done.
So get your foot in the middle of the of it before you try and get out.
Hang on. No, let me. Right.
Then we had to shoot a small segment which included the intro to my next segment with Macca, which was to be completed back at camp. So once this was done, we headed for home.
If you think Noosa's all about Botox and nightlife, you better jump in with Brad. Come and check out the upper reaches of the Noosa River. I think you'll get a different perspective. Thanks, mate.
Good on you, bloke.
No worries at all. Hey, what did you reckon?
Oh, mate, absolute cracker. Look, the upper reaches of the river up here, just spectacular, Macca.
Want to head back to camp and check out something back there?
Macca, when we get back, I'll just grab your side for a minute. There's something that I want to show you.
Sounds interesting.
Once back at camp, it was straight into it, and we completed our second segment. Now, to say this was all work would be a bit of a porky pie. It was now time for a little discovering of a different kind. You see, on site at the park is a brewery. Yes, a brewery. So we took advantage of this, as you would, to sample some of the local liquids. Here we are at the Noosa Habitat Eco Brewery, and a couple of sample plates for us to try. So, cheers.
So the next one is the Sunny Coast IPA. So let me see what the tasting notes for that is.
You read the notes. You read the notes. I'll try the beer.
Hazy orange complexion, punchy fruits and citrus tropical notes.
It's all those things, Liz.
Is it? Let me try. Tropical.
Very tropical. The sample plates are a good way to try the many different beers that the place has on offer. They also have a bistro that has a delicious menu if you feel a little lazy after a full day of activities. We're going to leave you here because we've got some glasses in those paddles that we need to taste.
Yeah, very anxious.
Sadly, I think so.
After a fantastic day at the Noosa Habitat Eco Resort, we are cooking a lamb roast for the crew.
We thought it was about time we sort of threw in a bit extra because they've been so good to us. So we've got some lamb roast in there, which we'll show you very shortly.
And we're going to have some chips, vegetables and gravy. What more could you ask?
Last night at the briefing, Liz and I were invited with Macca and Mark from Vantech to go whale watching the following day. I'm thinking, how cool will that be? Perched up high above the water in a state-of-the-art cruiser, slowly cruising around looking for Noosa's aquatic life. How wrong could I be? Whilst the team gets set up, we have a bit of a look around the vessel, and with a couple of 200 Suzuki strapped to the back, this bad boy should get up and move.
So John, what do you think this is going to be like?
This is going to be pretty cool. This is going to be pretty cool. The Noosa Ocean Rider. No, mate, because we're probably going to see a few. Well, could see a few whales. It's in like the peak of the season at the moment, in end of August. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Well, here we are, made it to Noosa, and our first port of call, Noosa Ocean Rider. Nathan's our skipper for the day. Nathan, what are we going to do?
The plan this morning is to take the boat down around Noosa River.
As they film the intro for the segment, we prepare ourselves for the morning ahead.
We're good.
Oh, on our behalf, good on you. It's not long and we set sail, and we seem to have cracked the weather just right. How lucky are we? meandering our way past properties that wake each morning to this $1 million view. Wow, that would be cool. We make our way down the Noosa River, headed towards the infamous Noosa Bar.
The rock where the rock goes down into the ocean there.
Oh yes, just over there.
Yeah.
One. I saw.
Everyone's up in the water.
Oh, this one.
I lived for about 40, 50 years.
There's a couple that come on the meet them.
Yeah, National Geographic.
There's a couple that come on the meet them.
Then it was off to try and find some whales. But not without some fun on the way.
Here we go. Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the introductory course for the safe handling of a motor vessel. Now out there today we're just going to take it nice and easy and show you how to negotiate the waves without getting your passengers wet.
Look at that up there.
So Liz, we've just got back from our ocean experience. What did you think of that?
That was just amazing. The ocean rider, that was just spectacular. The dolphins, the donuts.
Donuts. Yeah, the donuts is something else. Man, the thing's got some grunt.
Yeah. Well worth the trip.
Yeah, well worth the trip out if ever in Noosa.
Definitely.
There's only some things that we can share on here. So, did we see whales? We will need to watch What's Up Down Under, The Road to the Gympie Muster on Channel 10 to find out. We're here at the Gympie Muster. Finally got set up. Very early start this morning, 4:30. We pulled out of the Noosa eco resort. So Macca and the crew are off doing some overlays and some interviews and stuff like that. And we're just going to have a bit of a poke around, get a bit of the lay of the land and have a good look around. So far pretty cool. There's been a bit of music. We went to the Bush Poets for breakfast. That was cool. So yeah, onward and upward. Yeehaw, giddy up. Up bright and early, we dusted off our boots, adorned the necessary headgear and headed with countless others to the Gympie Music Muster, or as some know it, the Festival in the Forest. After 2 years of cancellations, it was finally back on, and to add to the festival occasion, it celebrates 40 years.
Put your chair down.
As we wander around the event, we are enlightened by numerous words of wisdom that are scattered around the precinct. Held in the Amamore State Forest, about 40 kilometres southeast of Gympie, the campgrounds are filled with country music fans, young and old. As we are muster virgins, we don't quite know what to expect, but all indications are that we're in for a fantastic time. I might even buy myself a new hat.
Here we are with our friends from Aussie Destinations Unknown.
How are you guys?
Miriam and Chris. Hi.
We're going to go see good old Amber Lawrence.
Chris has got a crush on Amber Lawrence.
The organisers bring together around 100 artists that perform on numerous stages set amongst the park. Plus there is whip cracking demonstrations, horse performing tasks to appreciative crowds. Oh, and don't forget the rodeo, which kept us spellbound for hours.
Shoot full Cowboys, Billy Barnes will be coming out of shoot number 5. Now they're our first four Cowboys.
Each evening the crowds gather at the main stage as the sun sets in the west to watch the headline acts perform well into the night. What it does show me is that live Australian country music is well and truly alive and well.
Someone going to play the head of this, or do I need to play it?
This morning, up again bright and early. At the morning production meeting, we learned of our fate for the day. We would all be moving around the many different events, sharing our experience with the camera. There's always one that wants to horse around. We got to do some boot scooting as well as watching others participate. Good on you, Chriso.
Oh, thanks, mate. Professional right here. I taught them all how to do it. What do you reckon, mate? You reckon I nailed it?
Absolutely cracko.
Did they all have my style, or?
No, you were the only one dancing to your style. Everyone else was doing something different.
Yeah, I've got to go teach them. I've got to get on the main stage and teach them my style, don't I?
Didn't he do amazing things?
Did I do amazing or what?
I'm so proud of you. That's the first time he's ever danced with
Ever
you.
danced.
Ever. In the entire 12 years of our relationship.
And it will probably be the last.
It's just the beginning, my friend.
Then of course there's the rodeo. Yeehaw, those guys are crazy.
Come on, folks. Our bullfighters go in there and save that Cowboys life.
John, you're doing a bit of production work here.
I asked them what a gopher does on a film set, and they said, would you like us to show you? And I went, of course I will. So they gave me a tripod to carry around. Now I'm the gopher.
Then there was some time to just chill out and enjoy the rest of the day. Wait, cheers, you can't move.
Love you.
We've had
We've had a big day today. What's today? Saturday.
Saturday.
Yep, we've had a big day today. Filming. Simon.
Guess
Going to some of the attractions, so it's been a great day.
We did the bull riding.
Yep. We
That
didn't,
was-
we didn't do the bull
we-
riding. We watched.
We
sorry,
went to the
we
bull
went
riding.
to the bull riding.
You bought yourself a hat yesterday.
Yep.
Check out his new hat.
Got my new hat. Nice. Like it. All right. We'll probably sign off now. We will sign off tomorrow for the total trip. But we're just going to enjoy a couple of white wines.
Yeah.
Listen to some of Australia's best country music artists. Cheers.
Cheers.
We would like to thank the What's Up Down Under team for their guidance, patience and friendship. In the beginning, I think I mentioned that thing about strangers. There are none, just friends you haven't met yet. To all that we met on this journey, a big thank you. It was finally time to go our own way.
Well, John, how's it been to be at the Gympie Muster?
Well, it's been something of an experience. Certainly different. We don't normally go to these sort of things. It was quite enjoyable. Some great artists. We had a great time. Absolutely.
This is a kilometre from the event. And look at them, they are packed in. It's amazing how far this has spread. And as you can see, it's a bit of a misty morning.
Liz and I hope you enjoyed these episodes, and thanks for watching. Maybe consider subscribing so you don't miss the next episode, which is totally different again. We swapped the Prado for a different form of transport. Till then, stay safe and don't let the dust settle. Cheers. Well guys, after a fantastic day at the Noosa holiday, no it's not.
Noosa habitat.
Well guys, after a fantastic day at the Noosa Habitat Eco Resort, after a fantastic day at the Noosa Eco, well guys, after a fantastic day at the Noosa Eco,
John, are you in it?
I can be in it. Here we go. I'll hold it up.
I've got to be in it.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Well,
too far.
try that. There you go.
Okay, guys. No. After.
Oh, careful. Clean it up.
Home, honey, only one knows it all. Well, she walked up.